PUBG Mobile goes on a massive ban wave, kicking over 1.4 million cheaters from its game in just one single week, and why the game is still banned in India for the foreseeable future. Plus, a Brazilian esports TV network fires its entire editorial staff after they refused to air only positive news stories using 20-year-old equipment. And Fortnite issues an FNCS champion, Kez, a permanent ban live on stream in the middle of a competition. All that and more next on The Breakdown. Massive PUBG Mobile ban wave kicks 1.4 million cheaters in 1 week. Tencent is back again, purging cheaters from its mobile game at a crazy rate, and it's kind of staggering to be able to see. Between December 4th and December 10th alone, PUBG Mobile developer Tencent kicked around 1.4 million players for running cheats in the game, with the majority of those cheating using auto-aim hacks, x-ray vision, and speed hacks that make them move quicker than they're supposed to be able to in the game. This is really troubling to see, not because the game has hackers, I mean, what games don't in 2020, but more so just the sheer number of players that are hacking. This game consistently seems to be removing millions and millions of players weekly for cheating. And after PUBG Mobile was removed from their largest market earlier this year when India removed the game from being able to be downloaded, those numbers have only increased. PUBG Mobile is also banned in China, where it had to rebrand to a different name and make plenty of in-game changes revolving around the gameplay itself, including players waving goodbye instead of dying. But because the game has been removed from the two largest mobile gaming markets in the world, is there a serious future for PUBG Mobile as a competitive esport? While mobile gaming still has plenty of hills to climb in order to make mobile esport gaming be taken seriously when it comes to actual competition, PUBG Mobile led the pack by a mile before the issues happening with the India ban. And since then, you just haven't seen an abatement in cheaters and an actual increase in the amount of people hacking. People are still playing in India, but they're only able to get there by downloading pirated versions of the game. And if you're already going through the effort of pirating a game, most people are likely going to be able to be a little more apt to cheating, since the account is subject to a ban at any moment to begin with. But if PUBG Mobile wants to actually be taken seriously when it comes to this whole esports thing, people have to be confident that the game itself isn't crawling with cheaters. And if you're having to ban out over 1.5 million people a week for cheating, it seems like there are bigger fish to fry rather than making an esports scene around your game. Brazil's loading esport TV channel fires editorial staff for not running positive news stories. A Brazilian TV channel called Loading made it less than a week on air before its entire editorial staff was fired, after the staff decided that they would be quitting because of poor working conditions with outdated equipment, but more pressing, that they were strong-armed by management to run positive news stories only, even though they showed mostly positive stories with a mixture of some actual journalism that didn't have a positive outcome. The report, coming to us from esportsobserver.com, talked to employees after they were all released by the Kalunga business group that purchased the TV channel a few weeks ago in a public auction. One of the weirdest aspects of the report was that an entire TV station was forced to use 20-year-old equipment left over from MTV Brazil back in the early 2000s. But everything really came to a head last week when the channel's daily esports opinion show called Metagame aired a report about a Brazilian League of Legends team that was left out of the Brazilian League of Legends Championship. This painted Riot, the league developers, in a poor light, as they had recently announced a direct partnership with a telecom company that was a direct competitor to the owners of the team that was left out. Avoiding the sticky details, essentially it boiled down to management not wanting to run any news stories that would be critical of any companies, and especially avoiding stories discussing sexism or discrimination in esports. This is just another example of people who are only wanting to cannibalize video game and esport fans as audiences and use them to turn a profit. While we never want to see anybody lose their job, it's better that an ownership group like this just doesn't exist to be able to prey on communities in the name of money anymore. Anybody who would force employees to gloss over the issues of discrimination in esports doesn't deserve to be a part of any community. Fortnite FNCS champion Kez permanently banned live on stream for cheating. Fortnite has been cracking down on cheaters in the recent months, especially in competitive play, as more and more pros have come under fire for using hacks in-game and larger tournaments. But Kez, a former FNCS champion, was able to one-up one of those bans by getting kicked live mid-competition for using soft aim hacks in the middle of a Frosty Frenzy event. After leaving a pile of his items in front of his astonished teammates, he offered no response when they kept asking him just what the hell happened. Check out this video clip of the ban happening mid-event.
Loser.
What is that?
Dude, how have we only found one dragon shotgun? What?
Why did you just leave?
What?
You just
Kez
got
was
banned.
struck by the... What?
What?
What the f?
And this isn't something that should apparently come as a surprise. Over a week ago, one of Kez's teammates, Sizz Lucky, was contacted on Twitter by somebody who had screenshot proof warning Sizz Lucky that his teammate had purchased cheats from a developer online that was constantly detected and had his clients busted for using the cheats on a frequent basis. What's probably the most disappointing about this is that Kez has his entire record under scrutiny now, and just how long he has been hacking is still up for debate. He's won over $60,000, an FNCS championship, and plenty of other events. While his former duo's partner claims that Kez admitted that he didn't cheat until this season, it's kind of hard to believe anybody who has been busted for cheating after they've already been proven to be guilty. That's it for the news today. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We're always posting brand new content right here on our YouTube channel. But did you know that Checkpoint XP is the only syndicated radio show in over 70 cities across the US and Canada that talks exclusively esports and video games? If you go to our website at checkpointxp.com, you can see where we're airing and if we're in a city near you. And while you're there, check out the podcast feed for the breakdown and take the esports video game news on the go. My name's Weirdbeard, and I'm kind of excited that I wasn't able to pick up a copy of Cyberpunk 2077.